Welcome to the African Diaspora News Channel. I'm Whitney Mckoy. So today, let's track something that's happening in the Caribbean, right? Caribbean Airlines has abruptly suspended all flights to Venezuela for the rest of the month. That's September. No official reason was given, but the timing raises serious questions. And it's also very suspicious. So the suspension primarily affects the Port of Spain Caracas route, flights BW300 and BW301, which are scheduled rather for September 6, 13, 20, and 27, which have been cancelled. The airline says affected passengers can rebook without fees provided they stay in the same cabin class. Refunds and transfers to other airlines are also on the table. This decision comes at a time after a U.S. military strike on a Venezuelan vessel. Washington says that the ship was ferrying narcotics into the U.S. That airstrikes killed 11 Venezuelans, and the U.S. government, alongside the Secretary of State Marco Rubio, confirmed it publicly.
This strike has further escalated tensions within the region. Beyond travel delays, this affects trade, tourism, and mobility of families and professionals within the region. It also signals increased anxiety over regional security and political instability. Now, this is only just the beginning. Will travel advisories set in? Will this impact trade? Will this impact remittances? Things are beginning to unfold. Maybe it's much more than they say it is. Should we be prepared?
The U.S. has also deployed fighter jets to Puerto Rico to protect their borders against narcotics ferrying. And adding fuel to that fire, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has openly backed Washington's aggressive campaign. In an interview with CNN, she has said, "The pain and suffering of cartels have inflicted on our nation is immense. I have no sympathy for traffickers. The U.S. military should kill them all violently." For years, Venezuela has been identified as a major transshipment hub for drugs moving through the Caribbean and into the US. But in recent weeks, the US government has turned up the heat on President Nicolás Maduro, even placing a $50 million bounty on his arrest. No, Caribbean Airlines hasn't confirmed whether the flight suspension is directly tied to these developments. But for many in the region, the connection seems too close to even ignore. So this isn't just about cancelled flights. It's about rising tensions in the Caribbean basin, where small nations like Trinidad and Tobago are being pulled deeper into this geopolitical battle. And let's be clear, when commercial travel routes are disrupted in the middle of military escalations, it's often a sign of something much bigger happening behind the scenes. So, is this just about safety and logistics, or are Caribbean nations being drawn into America's war on Venezuela under the banner of fighting drug cartels? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the African Diaspora News Channel for more stories that matter to our people worldwide. Until next time, I'm Whitney Mckoy. See you soon.